What's good? We have the 15th January 2026. I will do my recap for today. Give me one moment. Perfect. So the first C when I come into the market is we clearly are in a buy curve or a buy model, targeting all the low resistance we have here. The only problem I see for today is that Asia and London expanded pretty hard, 350 points. We also had unemployment claims at 8:30. Normally, to trade long, I would have wanted 8:30 to manipulate into the range, but didn't really do anything. So I accept I expect I expect either 9:30 or 10 to reverse. I just saw that we basically already finished the market maker model here. hmm Doesn't matter. Me personally, I would want a manipulation somewhere into London or Asia. I don't really care. Basically, just in that range. And if we don't manipulate into the range, I will just trade the manipulation basically. I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope you know what I mean. I can't just blindly long that. I need either 9:30 to manipulate instantly down to then take longs, or if 9:30 just chops and goes up, I will wait for 10 a.m. open to sweep 10 a.m. and try to get a reversal off of that. Let's see if there's something else. Yeah, me personally, I demand a swing point from the 4 hour to just continue, and that would be this 4 hour gap, I guess. I could expect that we don't really do much at 9:30 if we don't manipulate and just chop, 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 and then we sweep 10 a.m. and come back down, something like that. If 10 a.m. is here, let's see what we get. Possible daily profiles I see for today would be Asia low of day, preferred. I, yeah, that's not much else. And then we have New York reversal, both sides. New York reversal, both sides. As I just mentioned, for Asia low of day, I would need a manipulation somewhere right here in this area to then take longs. If we don't really do much, I will look for shorts to then get the manipulation down, that the PM session can go long again. Or it's not Asia low of day and it's New York reversal where we just clean up and then flush down, would also be a short. What's good? I will go over to the two trades I took today. I originally already did my post review, but the chart was upside down, so I have to do it again. Let's start. As I said in my pre-markup, Asia and London expanded so heavy, over 300 points. I knew something was up because after expansion, there can only be three things if you take IPDA rules, interbank price delivery. After expansion, there can be three things. There can either be a reversal, expansion into expansion. There can either be a retracement, which is a continuation signature, and there can be manipulation, consolidation, which also counts as a continuation signal, except for if we manipulate the other side of the range for an AMD, which also would be a reversal. Doesn't matter. Let's start. We opened right here. As I said in the pre-markup, I wanted to get a rebalance into London, into somewhere here. We had a 15-minute fair value gaps, a few 15-minute fair value gaps actually, a 4 hour fair value gap and a 1 hour fair value gap. So I needed some manipulation into the range to go for longs. Because of that, I wanted shorts. I either wanted 9:30 to reverse and a 10 a.m. continuation, or I wanted 9:30 to manipulate and 10 a.m. continuation to the upside. So we started. At 9:30, we started to push down. At 9:30, we started to push down, and at that point, we swept dollar lows. Why wasn't that enough for me to go long? Except for, I don't know if we had a long setup there, but there was no reason for me to go long. I wanted more downside. Why? Because I saw ES. And if you look at ES on the lower time frame, does the 1 minute at that point look looks like it wants to go down? I don't know. For me, it just didn't look like it wants to go down. I didn't want. Yeah, just didn't thought it wants to go down, so I just hesitated overall and wanted to wait more. Also, this data low on Q, I didn't like that really much. I wanted to see data low on ES. Just looked way cleaner in my opinion. So I just waited, and wanted to observe what will happen. What happens then? We sweep high of day again. We have SMT at that point, so I thought, okay, that's the 9:30 manipulation. It also was a 15-minute sweep because this was 9:45 where the 15-minute candle opens, plus SMT. So I wanted to look for shorts. I took this 1 minute inverse for value gap, or I wanted to take it. It left without me. We swept data lows again, and at that point, you should think twice if you want to long again. For me personally, I saw this high here was protected because of SMT. ES was also too near at data lows to go long from there. So I just waited until we were back into the range and I just shorted right here with my high above the OTE. Yeah. My break-even point was originally this data lows swept low here. Um, but after this chop, I just set my break-even point here, which doesn't really matter because both got swept in one candle. After that, I got edged for a break-even. And then I waited, turned on my classical music again, like last chop. That helped me very much to stay calm and observe everything. And then I wrote it into the Discord, and I wrote with a Discord member privately that I wanted to see a two-stage SMT, a strength switch SMT in that case, and said, okay, I would love, uh, um, I would love a SMT, something like that, where ES sweeps the high and Q doesn't, and then we sell off. It was right about at that point. We got it actually, and then I looked for this inverse. I think there was a 2 and 3 minute inverse, both. I think I wanted the three, but I would have taken the two if it would have given me an entry. I will pull the clip up right now. So yeah, I missed that trade, unfortunately. But then I saw volume again and I knew, okay, now could be the rebalance. I should look for longs. Then we swept the 4 hour. We swept the 4 hour, and I hesitated because we had a 1 hour beneath, and I wanted the 1 hour also to be hit or to get hit. And at that point, I wanted a continuation lower from the 5 minute. We then smacked the 5 minute, and I looked into it and I saw we had SMT from the 4 hour gap, which is a good sign for me. As I said in the pre-markup, I need a 4 hour swing point to trade away from, and this is a 4 hour swing point, as you see right here. That's a 4 hour swing point for me. On the S, we didn't take it, so it was protected. I hesitated a little bit, but after that, I thought, okay, I will take a 1-to-1. Pretty big points. 46 for the target and 61 for the stop loss. Pretty big trade, but I was, or I am, pretty confident in it. Yeah, I got stop break even after the S made all-time highs again. That was it for today. I think I made around 50 bucks. Not much to say here. I don't know. I just saw it from backtesting. I know it from IPDA rules. if Asia and London expand hard, you can just expect chop or hard um, or a hard reversal. It was the Asia high of day as it seems, and normally I would have stayed in that trade to be honest, but it already was 11 11:36 when I got the second break even, and I just thought I don't want to leave money on the table anymore. No, it was 11:28. Yeah, I just didn't want to leave money anymore after that PA. Break even is a win in my opinion. Pretty proud how I handled the market in the last days. I think doing my reviews and recaps on cam does help me very much with it. And yeah, that was basically it for today. Two break evens, better than a loss. And yeah, let's see what tomorrow prints. And tomorrow is the last trading day. After that, we have a long weekend because Monday is a bank holiday. Whew, let's go.